you could push the button.
Not gonna mess with the camera thing. Hopefully it'll just keep going and not
Oh, did
freeze.
anyone update the SimNation page thingy? The Twitch.
No, I don't think Pablo did. Nope, he didn't.
Also, we're still at Gummy Bears.
Gummy fish. Yeah.
Whatever it was, I'm paying too much attention.
Ha ha ha. Because Pablo only has one job and he can't ever do it.
I know. He's fucking horrible. Horrible!
Pablo! Pablo! Pablo!
Alright, don't miss me. I'm back.
You
Yes.
only had one job, and it's to change the title of the stream.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah, I was publishing the video. Oh, what do you know? Okay, so
What do I know?
SimNation Podcast, gaming, talk
Well,
show.
I know that
Okay.
I don't know much, so...
I know
Okay.
that my mouth tastes kind of
Twitch
weird.
campaign. Well, that works, Kiefer, apparently. You're
Hey,
always on
Kiefer.
time.
Hi! Twitch.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, the camera's not. Let me. Okay, there we go. Ha ha.
Yeah, okay, weirdos. I would
Yeah.
like to have been going to get the midnight release of Fallout 4, but it's expensive to buy many games in a short period of time. And
Yeah, man, $60.
I just won't be streaming it right away.
It's alright.
Which is okay, because on streams it's gonna die down after a while, but people will still want to watch it. So, it's all good.
Maybe later in the week, but
Oh, God!
or next week.
Well, here's the thing. I was thinking of getting Battlefront, but then I see Overwatch that is going to be paid as well. So I'm like, oh man, if I want to play either of them, I gotta pick Overwatch or Battlefront. And I've tried Battlefront and I really like it, but then of course, Overwatch seems to be more in depth than just, I don't know. I feel like I'm buying a movie licensed game, even if it looks great and it plays really well, while the other one looks like it's going to last longer. That is Overwatch.
Yeah,
That is
but
Blizzard's
know.
new FPS.
that doesn't mean it's gonna last longer.
Well, it's...
I don't like first-person shooters. I don't like not seeing my body. I went to the website. You can
Well,
look.
Battlefront, yeah, you can play as either.
You can go to the website and look at Overwatch and look at the characters. You're basically all like, I don't know. You're basically like, they have different bios for the different characters, but essentially it's not like it matters. You're just either this person with this ability, or you're this person with this ability, and you come from this part
Yeah.
of the world.
Oh, it's pretty much the same thing. I mean, it just, you have like 20 classes, and I mean, it is nice what each class can do. There's a lot of variety, right, in those 20, I think, classes. Like, there's one guy with a sword that is clearly a melee offensive class, but an example has a skill that will use its sword to bounce off any projectile. An example, bounce it back to the one who shoot it. Or it's able to, dash forward really quickly, right? But then, of course, you have your typical shooters. You also have your, climbing everything parkour kind of guys. You also have, of course, the healing. You also have the tanks. You also have the guys who deploy turrets. But in Battlefront, it's
Star
both
Wars.
sides can do the exact same thing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're
and I kind of like that because it's more predictable. Because I kind of hate with, you just pull a bomb out of your butt, and I didn't know that. Now I have to learn that as well, right? Which can make the learning curve a little bit too steep on the beginning.
who
But
pulls
yeah,
a bomb out of
So-
that bed?
So no, I'm
Well,
confused.
It really depends. It
Yeah.
depends, first of all, if you're really into the kind of the lore of Star Wars, then Battlefront is definitely your thing.
Right.
There is some differences in between the sides, but not that much. And then I don't know. I haven't done much Overwatch. Everyone was really excited for it.
I didn't get to try it. That's the thing. It was a
But
close Twitch
I'm-
beta.
Yeah, and I was kind of meh about it. I didn't really watch anyone play it either, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, neither.
Also, something I know Fallon might be excited about, because I believe it will be so. World of Darkness.
Yeah, I saw that. I read it.
What, the Paradox thing?
Yeah, Paradox. Since Paradox bought White Wolf, and
Yeah.
they're running it as a sister company, not actually as a subsidiary of Paradox. It's a sister company, which means it can make its own decisions. One of the things that's really implied is World of Darkness MMO.
And they're allowed to use all the assets. They're allowed
Yes,
to use
because they
all the
own
assets.
everything.
FU
So
CCP and your EVE Online. Fuck you.
So that is entirely a possibility now, which I find quite exciting, actually. And they're allowed to use everything in their IP, so everything from Bloodlines. I don't know what else they held. Like,
Well, it was a pen and paper game to start with, and then they turned it into computer games. So they had Vampire the Masquerade Redemption was the first one. That was pre-MMO, so you had online lobbies, and you could invite people to your game, and you could make like your single game, like whatever. You know, some people had games that were just specific parts of the story. Some people just had like maps of whatever. And then the second one, which I didn't play because they took out the multiplayer aspect of it. It was single player. It was Vampire Bloodlines. And a lot of people liked Bloodlines though, but I was mad. I wanted to keep playing with my friends from Masquerade. And it was single player, so I was like, fuck that. And then, you know, like, it was so... I don't even remember way back what time it was when CCP announced that they bought White Wolf and we're going to start making an MMO. And then, you know, like, 300 years later, they were like, oh, by the way, we have to take care of our own game, Eve, and this shooter game that we're making, so Dust something. So, sorry, but we're going to cancel the project, even though we've barely given you any information over the past like 10 or so years.
yeah, there was nothing. So now that Paradox owns it, there's a lot more variety, especially because they're allowing White Wolf to choose who publishes their games. They also said, there was an interview with Rock Paper Shotgun. They also said they will continue to do their tabletop games, because that's what they started off with, as did Paradox. So there's a lot of different variety that they're going to do, but since they hold all the IPs, they said there's a lot more possibilities. So it's interesting what they will do in the future.
Yeah.
Especially because Paradox bought this company, which isn't quite in their genre. But on the other hand, Paradox is really good at the niches.
Vampires and werewolves and mages are in everyone's genre.
Well, technically, even in Paradox, is because Paradox did do the Magica, which is, you know, sort of vampire, zombies, magic thing. So we'll see what they come up with, but it was really interesting to read the article today with what they did with Rock Paper Shotgun, which you guys should read if you can find the link. I don't actually have it right
Well,
now.
I read the last link that was on Slack. I'm so sleepy
On
all the time.
Slack?
Yeah.
There was a new. There was a new.
George posted a link in Slack.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been ignoring
It
Slack.
was no. Jan posted the link in
There
Slack.
was one today. Let me
Okay.
find it on our Twitter.
But yeah, I read that one that you posted whoever knows ago on Slack. I'm hypnotized by your curtain. Your curtain
Yeah.
is blowing.
Because I think it's because I left it a little bit open, so the wind is blowing. I think there's a storm approaching, and I love that when a summer storm is approaching. Like, oh,
I
yes.
love
Yeah,
Yeah,
chisel.
summer storms. I hope your power
Yes.
goes out, Pablo.
Mhm.
Keep wearing your shorts and you effer.
I can't actually find it.
What about my shorts?
I always saw you were wearing shorts, you effer.
Oh yeah, of course, because it's warm.
I don't know.
Finally.
It was like nice out a couple of days ago, and which is very odd. It goes from like being like a weird 65, 70 degree weather to like it being like 40 degree again, and then the day after it's like another 70 degree weather, and then 40. So it's very weird right now. Hey, Moni. But
Moni?
yeah, I would
Moni!
be interested to see. I read some comments on the first article and some games. Some comments people were making about the transaction between Paradox and White Wolf, and they were like, "Oh my God, like, does that mean like we're gonna get like an Obsidian? Wait, what game was it?
There's a new link in chat.
Okay. Oh, what game is it? Maybe it's Pillars of Eternity or some other game. They were like, maybe
Yeah,
it'll be like
that's
that.
Obsidian.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe it'll be like Pillars of Eternity or like some kind of like mix between. But I don't really know many. The only game I've played was Skylines. You know, in my dream, I had a dream this morning. I had hella heartburn, and I woke up at like 7 in the morning, and I had to sleep all retarded so that the heartburn wouldn't. I was sleeping like sitting up, like to the side, and I had a dream. And in my dream, I was playing City Skylines.
See
No,
how
that-
addicting that game is?
Right. That's a true gamer. On its sleep, the gamer will dream about playing a game.
Do you find it strange how much I play the game now? No, because I dream about it all the time as well.
Well,
Where
I've
did all my
dreamed.
progress go? Oh no, that was my sleeping time progress. I guess I have to continue that save game tonight. All right.
I've
But yeah, I
dreamed
put the
other
link
dreams.
to the new
Yeah,
interview
I'm,
in chat.
I've read it.
Okay,
I'm about
great.
to read it.
Thank you.
I've dreamed I've been in other dreams. I used to dream I was in Ion before too, and I was flying around fighting like a monster. It's fun, but I have a lot of effed up dreams, so we might not want.
My weirdest dream ever is I dreamt I was Hitler.
Like-
Although I don't know if I was Hitler, but I was like the Führer of Germany because I've been playing, and this was during when I was sick. Remember a couple of weeks ago when I was sick for like 2 weeks?
Oh, and whenever you're sick, you actually have like weird dreams. You dream a lot.
Yeah, and I was playing so much Hearts of Iron during the sick period because I was getting annoyed by myself of being in my bed. So I was like, I'll just play games. So I played huge amounts of Hearts of Iron, and I just started dreaming that I was commanding armies, like in first person, like commanding armies and telling them what to do and overrunning like Poland. And I was like, and I woke up and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, it was great. I would love to be an imperial dictator, but what the fuck was that? And especially
Okay,
when you're
Vader.
sick, you have this.
Well, I think it's because when you're sick, you're probably more likely to be in that in-between dream stage
Yeah.
where you're not fully asleep.
Yeah.
And that's when you tend to remember your dreams more often. Like, you always have, damn it, Kara, you always have dreams regardless. But when you're in that in-between, you have the lucid dreaming and you can see that you're dreaming. I have a lot of those when I wake up early ass in the morning for no reason and then need to go back to sleep.
Oh yes, that's the
I
worst.
have them during my afternoon naps.
Nice.
And those are always the weirdest ass dreams. And if they're not weird ass as shit, they're sex dreams. And I don't know why.
K first never dreamed that they were Hitler. Well, good, because I mean that was not a very good person.
Probably not something you should be dreaming about.
Yeah, unless you dream that you're Hitler who didn't try to exterminate all of the Jews. Like, that might be an okay. Like, just the painter Hitler. Just the artist Hitler. Like, before he became an evil son of a
The
bee.
boring Hitler, basically.
Yeah. My
But-
dreams...
No, but
Yeah.
I didn't dream that I exterminated everyone. I just dreamed commanding armies.
Right.
It was just
Too
so
much
weird.
Heart of Iron.
Way too much. I can't wait for Hearts of Iron 4. And I keep tweeting about it. And I keep pleading that I want it now.
I can't wait to dream about playing that game.
I've dreamt about playing that game. No, I just want Hearts of Iron. That's all I want. I want Hearts of Iron 4. I want to be the new one.
Hey, by the way, I've been playing. So I started playing Tropico 5, and one part I was kind of disappointed to see that some of that micromanagement was gone, especially on the wages side. However, I did like the whole era thing, and advancing, and the whole events, the different events going on the different eras. I found that to be really interesting and engaging.
But didn't you sort of have that with Tropico 4 with the expansion? What was it, Modern Times or whatever they called it?
Yeah, but Modern Times was pretty much just getting new buildings. These were complete different situations with different countries, different alliances, and I mean, overall the mechanics don't change, I guess, but it's a theme. A lot of humor, as always. El Presidente and Penúltimo. But
Penúltimo is my favorite.
Penúltimo, I love Penúltimo. He's awesome. And I've been tweeting all the Penúltimo sayings on the SimNation Twitter. But anyways, and well, you reach a point on Tropico 5 on which you hate your citizens and they hate you, and it's hard to turn that around. And I look at this game, and I'm like, man, it would be great to have a game on which you can have your own country online, right? But sort of like this. And I know you can play multiplayer with this, but it's 4 players. That you can't save. It's not like that. I'm saying something like, say you have, Yantopia, and you just have like your country, and you set the rules, the ordinances for the country. If you're a communist, a capitalist, I don't know, you're I don't know, whatever. And
we
you
would
set
definitely be socialist.
right?
We would definitely be socialist. There's no other option.
Would be socialist.
Oh God, yes.
Well, I would find it really interesting. People will love, I guess, to sort of, throw out there what kind of country they dream to either live on or to rule on. And there has to be a game like that. It crosses to my mind to making it, but then I'm like, wow, that sounds like a lot of work. I can't do it on my own.
There isn't really-ish. I mean, you have the online part of Anno, which sort of allows you to do that, but it doesn't allow you, for example, to, say my country is socialist or whatever. But
right. Because usually you're stuck to whatever economic structure they have defined for that game, whether it's SimCity or, you're pretty much stuck with that.
With most games, you're stuck with that. I mean, it's really...
I was always a left-oriented dictator.
I mean, it's interesting, but then what is the multiplayer aspect of it? We always have that. Do you just allow random people to go to war with each other, or do you allow anyone to go to war with anyone? There's always that kind of what's the multiplayer aspect of this?
Right. Well, I was thinking that I had many ideas of it. One of them involved actually winning elections in another country, but. Because they see what you do in your country and what kind of stuff you do, and they go like, well, we are so many capitalists here and we like what you do, so we want you here, so something like that. But overall, I didn't quite define it, but it would be, I don't know, it'd be nice to sort of,
it would be a way to go,
to sort of like trade goods with others. Maybe you produce this, the other produce that, but you need this so you can produce cars, or import cars so you can have cars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Infrastructure stuff.
Then you've also got the thingy of how do you create a world for that? How do you make a world where everyone gets the piece of land that they want?
Yeah, I was thinking something more virtual, like you can associate within like a union, but you can easily disassociate and be somewhere else geographically. Like the cities or countries can actually move around, because otherwise you're stuck with a bunch of abandoned countries and you're done.
Yeah.
Like on SimCity, like, this is one great city, and you look around, everybody's abandoned the city. I'm like, fuck you.
Hey, somebody's got to buy that shitty property, like in Monopoly, and then put all the hotels and houses on it, and then when you land on that shitty property, you owe like $7 now.
I guess.
Hey, Kieran.
Hey, Ken.
Hi there, Kieran.
Apparently Fallon muted us.
No, I'm reading the article that was posted. I'm reading, and I can hear them, but I'm not listening because I'm reading.
How dare you? How dare you?
That it's too early to say if they will continue pursuing like the World of Darkness MMO, but Martin Erickson, who was formerly working on the MMO, is now the lead storyteller at White Wolf.
Yeah, so we'll see how it develops, right? But I'm guessing they will do something with it. If there's enough want for it, they will do something about it. I mean,
Right.
Yeah. And
so Fallon, get out there on the forums and start demanding it, and they will do something about it.
Yeah, like I demand you continue the World of Darkness MMO sounded really
Way
awesome.
to go, Mickey Mouse.
Like,
Yeah.
I want the MMO. I mean, now it was CCP's version, and that was like they were mostly about player economy and player run, game.
Yeah, they always are. That's their thing.
But you'd essentially, in their version of the MMO, with what little information they gave us, it was like you started out as a human, but you were never meant to play the game as a human. Eventually, you'd get embraced by a vampire, and then you would, it's an all-night time, all the time, nighttime game. Obviously, vampires in World of Darkness are susceptible to the sunlight and die when they're, out there. I don't think they have any kind of. I don't think the old vampires even still can be in the light because, I know like Vampire the Masquerade, they base their vampire lore off of Cain being, like the first vampire from like Cain and Abel from the Bible, and then when he got expelled. He met Lilith and she turned him into a vampire, and then the children of Cain are the branching bloodlines kind of thing. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you'd turn into a vampire and you'd live in a nighttime world, and it'd be player-based economies, and you'd have a prince, and the prince could, if you did something so retardedly stupid, they could like ban you or permadeath you. You could have permadeath because you're a vampire and can't really come back to life. And they were working on what is that thing when like the cloth like moves? They were like simulating like cloth actual like movement.
Yeah.
Movement.
Yeah.
And then they had some weird trailer where you'd be the vampire was like jumping and climbing up buildings and running on the rooftops, and then was like tracking like a victim, and like came down and like was sucking their blood. But I don't know. That was
Suck
it.
my blood.
That was like pretty much all the information that like we ever got from them. I heard I'm breeding. Yeah, I'm breeding. I'm breeding right now.
Fallon is breeding. She breeds. She just breeds.
Bleeding as she talks?
I
You
just
have
a
to
breeder.
put blood on the ash when he used his iconography too much. Huh?
Excuse me, sir?
I don't know.
I'm confused. How was that weekend, Kieran? What do you mean by weekend? I don't know what a weekend is.
I went to Uruguay.
I only have one day on the weekend off, and it was yesterday.
I didn't have any day on the weekend off. I've had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and today off work. Today was the only day I actually had time to not do anything. And even then, I had to go to a bank appointment and wait for the delivery guy. It's horrible. Terry Pratchett.
Oh my god, I'm freezing cold. I'm still reading! This is my reading face.
It's a long article.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing Otto the Vampire. But I've been playing a lot of Hearts of Iron today. Hearts of Iron is such a fun game. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, which I didn't today.
And that has been out for a while now, right?
City Scan. Hearts of Iron 3 has been out for years and years and years. I'm actually playing with a full conversion mod. Because the base game, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good either. And it's the most complicated title Paradox has ever released. So the new one is actually supposedly going to be more complex, but more streamlined and more user-friendly, which I can't wait for.
And usually that is not Paradox strength, the whole user interface and friendliness of...
Actually, they've gotten a lot better with their latest titles, especially EU4 and CK2. Those were the kind of breakpoint titles where they actually got decent with anything. Before that, there was a lot of confusion amongst players on what's happening in your country and where it's happening and what you're supposed to do, and all these sliders and non-descriptive description boxes, and it was really, really bad. But then they came out with CK2. CK2 is probably the most complicated of the new generation, but then EU4 was even more streamlined. And from what we've seen from the dev diaries for the new Hearts of Iron, it looks even more streamlined and even better. So I can't freaking wait.
Yay! Cool.
So yeah, that.
They like to LARP apparently in Sweden very, very heavily.
Apparently, yes, I've read that.
I'm not a LARPer. I mean, I could be a LARPer, but I think one of the rules of LARPing is you can't touch them. You can't touch other people. You can throw your little magic balls at them, but you can't actually Terry Pratchett, Otto the Vampire.
Dun, 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 dun,
I've also been
dun.
reading a lot.
You know that Martin Erickson's pen name is Elrickson? We know an Elric. No, just kidding.
No, that's not the Elric.
That'd be funny though. He'd be like, surprise! You've never seen my face on camera because...
And we all know how Fallon loves to touch people.
Giggity!
No, she doesn't, because she finds them disgusting.
Still, giggity!
But yeah, no, it's yeah. I've been reading a lot. I've been reading autobiographies by YouTubers, because every YouTuber seems to have come out with an autobiography lately.
I would like to have...
And...
That's a thing now?
Yeah, because last year, every single YouTuber, more or less, had a book out. All of them at the same time.
Right.
And I was like, well, okay. I mean, this is getting a bit weird now. But okay. And yeah, so I'm now slowly reading through them, because I do like to read, and I read a lot of biographies anyways. And I was like, well, I'll just read these as well.
Yeah,
like,
any interesting YouTube biographies? I'm done reading now.
I've been reading Tyler Oakley's. I read Tyler Oakley's. I actually finished it 2 days ago. And he's... not the man I thought he was, put it that way. And then I'm reading Connor Francis now, and his is a bit more boring. Still interesting, but quite a bit more boring. Do you have Tabenoth? What? Do I have a what now?
Is that a sexual thing?
I don't know. What is it? I'm Googling it. I'm afraid to Google it, but I am. The amazing book is not on fire. Oh, no, I don't, actually. I don't. But I think that will be the next one, after I'm done with this one. It's by another 2 YouTubers. I actually want to read that one. And then I want to read Zoella's Girl Online. And Girl Online on Tour. But yeah. No, I've been reading a lot of books lately. I mean, I always read a lot of books. I've got very thick history books over there that I've read, and I usually read history books and, you know, biographies and autobiographies of old people that are dead. Now I'm forced to read ones of people who are still alive, and they're not as interesting. Because most of these people are younger than I am. And so reading an autobiography of theirs is a bit more... Yeah,
I've gone through
chill.
more than you.
Yeah. And just I find it surprising that at a age, when you're 21, 22, you're writing an autobiography. It just seems a bit early for me. Like,
Yeah,
what have
right?
you done?
Like that comedian called Louis C.K. He said, well, he was just talking shit about 20-year-olds and saying that I'm older than you. Shit has happened to me. Once I had sex with a lady and she suicided 6 months after. That's a thing, They're not
Yeah,
gonna
but
accuse
you
me
know,
of it,
that's-
They can accuse me for having an ugly penis, but
That's something that you do write about. Like when
Right.
when you reach your 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, then you're like, okay, my life is halfway through. I'll write an autobiography.
right?
But when you're 20, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, I understand that many people just love the person and want to learn more about him or her. But yeah, it's gonna be like more like an autobiography, one of those stories you get on a napkin, right? Because they're short. But yeah,
Sometimes you read these things and you're like, well,
that could have been an article.
yeah, that could have been 3 blog posts and we would have been done.
Right.
And sometimes you read some of them and like Tyler Oakley is he's my age, I think, or maybe a year younger, and his is interesting because he's gone through a lot of things in his life that he talks about, and so you're kind of going through, okay, a lot of shit has happened to you, that's fine, you deserve an autobiography. But then you read some of the other YouTubers and you're like, you've had it kind of good.
Yeah.
You've had it good. You didn't really go through anything, and now you're a YouTuber. Good for you.
Yeah. And yeah.
And you're
Moni-
kind of like, well, that was disappointing.
Moni wants to know if you've read Felicia Days.
I own Felicia Days, and I haven't read it yet.
Read it to us out loud. like a book on
it's time
tape.
for Jan's Tales.
It's
It's
in my
Jan's
car.
story time with Jan. Jan's story time with Jan. Jan's story time
Yeah,
with
story
Jan.
time with
I got
Jan.
your pipe.
What? And as a politician, you write down how you lied to your voters and how stupid they were to believe it.
Yeah, more or less.
When
No,
I become the president of the United States, I'm going to make an autobiography, and it's going to be like, I'm really black. No. And they're going to be like, kill this bitch!
I'm really black.
Knew it.
Yeah, Fallon, you're definitely the one to write that autobiography. I'm really black.
Oh, or it could be like a Shyamalan twist. I say Shyamalan because his name is Shyamalan.
Okay, Fallon.
The Shyamalan twist would be that I've been telling people that I'm black all these years, and I'm not black. Oh wait, that white bitch already did that. Oh, I guess I can't do that.
Shyamalan.
Did we talk about that before? Did you guys know that there was like a white lady who's the leader of the NCAA? She's some leader of like some black like group, and she's not black. She's been telling people that she's black like half her life. She crinkled her hair up and like she's got like a super tan, but she's white.
Well, but that's yeah. Well, I guess yeah. She kind of. I mean, it's sort of like you, so yeah.
Oh, this is all natural crinkles, okay?
No. I'm just saying you look white.
Well, she does look white though, but I
Except
mean,
for like whenever your hair goes black.
but
Let's
she
put
doesn't
it that
have
way.
any black in her. Both of her parents are white.
Right. But what I'm saying is like out of just watching
Oh.
somebody, you can go, well, I guess you had a parent because of your hair, I guess.
White people have curly
There was
hair.
someone there.
If I look at you, I mean, you're whiter than your own headphones, so they're white. So, like,
No, this is like a purplish.
yeah, because of the
Color.
monitor. But
Yeah, these is. I look Asian to you. I've been told that I look somewhat Asian, and I could probably go to Japan and pass as a half Asian or something. But then again, wait, did you? Oh my God, my sister told me that I need to look at that video, that weeboo video, so that I don't go to Japan and act like a weeboo, a weeaboo. I'm sorry.
What is it? A person pretending to be Japanese but isn't?
No, not. It's a person that's pretending to, in a way.
Almost got it.
They're pretending to absorb the Japanese culture because they think they know enough about culture from watching anime and reading manga.
Oh, damn.
And in the picture, though, it was like a half Asian who speaks very, very fluent Japanese and also speaks very fluent English because he didn't have an accent when he was talking English. But
Right.
his weeaboos were like those, no offense to anyone, those overweight single boys who have body pillows of anime characters and their whole room is filled with manga books.
Oh, I remember you telling something about this, yeah.
And figurines and stuff, and those are weeaboos. I was like, I don't think I could be a weeaboo because I'm not a fat dude with body pillows of anime characters.
Okay. A fat bloke with body pillows of anime characters.
But I would like, so like, if I could just like wake up, can I listen to those things while I'm sleeping? Those learn Japanese on a tape, and like wake up and like just be like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they work.
Damn it.
Yeah, you just wake up Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can pretty much only say arigato and gomenasai, arigato gozaimasu and gomenasai and itadakimasu and sugoi and yata and bakaneko.
It'd be funny. You wake up and go like, "Buenos dias." Oh shit! I got the Spanish cassette.
I can already wake up and say buenos dias. I took
There you
Spanish
go.
for 5 years. Should have been taking
Just
Japanese.
to say buenos dias.
Yeah.
That day screw you over.
5 years have taught me how to say necesito un baño and necesito comida por favor.
You need to take a shower.
Yeah, well, I need to go to the bathroom or whatever.
Oh. Almost. Okay, you almost got it.
Well, we learn Mexican Spanish, Pablo. And
No, it's the same there. You gotta say necesito ir al baño.
Okay, I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or I guess I could say I
uh,
need a shower.
Yeah, because baño is considered shower, which is bathing, but people say it as shower.
I need bathing. I
Japanese
do need...
always sound so happy. Yes, it actually kind of does.
No, Japanese either sounds extremely happy or extremely angry because you either have the people that are like, ah, Sakoi, or you have like the like, yeah, like yelling at you.
It is interesting though that all those that you see on TV are like super overreacting, but most Japanese are really calm when they speak. It's sort of like on TV they do the exact opposite just to show emotions, I guess.
To be cute.
Because
Because Japanese people don't talk like anime characters.
Yeah, no.
I thought everyone talked like anime characters.
But I also found it really interesting on Family Guy. You know when they do like those shorts, like that time when and they see like a flashback of like 5-10 seconds, and it was like two Russian guys playing chess, and it sounded like you couldn't understand the words. It sounded like they were really angry, but sort of translate would be, "Oh no, I cannot believe it! You won to me! Yes, I did win! Well, I think you're a great player. I think you're a great player too. Thank you for playing. You too." Because Russian sounds angry, I guess. But yeah,
Russian does sound angry,
doesn't it? We gotta talk to Valera and ask him to just talk to us for a little bit.
No, because Russian does sound angry. Like, even when you say hello in Russian, which is
Fuck
привет,
you!
it sounds sort of angry. And when you say goodbye, which is до свидания, it does sound до свидания.
Goodbye
sounds like-
forever, you're dead.
Yeah, it sounds like
Like,
they're angry, huh?
even bless you is на здоровье. Which sort of sounds like fuck you.
No zdrowie. Well, it's Gesundheit.
I thought it was a dog taking a dump and it was a person tying his shoes. Okay.
What?
I thought you were gonna say I thought it was a dog taking a dump, and no, it was a person.
Yes.
A person taking a dump.
No, not the dump. Just tying the shoes. Yeah.
Are they like fully standing up and then like just bent at the waist?
Well, then he stood up and I was like, "Whoa, that's a tall dog." Oh no, that's a person. Look at that.
Pablo, I think you need glasses.
It was because of the angle and the leaves, but whatever.
Spanish people scream
so much.
much.
Also, Pablo does have glasses. He needs new ones.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Pablo never wears his glasses then.
Well, no, not for the camera. The ladies want me pretty.
So are you saying
There
glasses
was
make you
one
ugly?
time. One time, I talked to Pablo and he wore glasses. One time.
Yeah, because I was doing a lot of things and I needed them.
Are you saying glasses make you ugly, Pablo?
They look gorgeous on you.
No, glasses make Pablo look ugly.
There we go.
That's
It's
what
because
I'm
you have
saying.
the ugly kind. You need the Juicy Couture or the Gucci kind, and they're so
Yeah, I
much.
was like, are those
money.
cheap? Actually, they weren't cheap. But the selection was terrible. I had like pretty much on mind what I wanted, and I got there and like, yeah, we got these. Shit. I guess
And that's why I had LASIK.
LASIK. No one. I told I told my family we'll see if they make good on this 30th birthday LASIK. I'm afraid like that they'll like cut my eyes and like I'll be just screwed.
But you actually got a surgery?
Yeah,
Jan,
it's
It's
laser
laser.
surgery.
My glasses smell sex. Nice. Arrgh. They have
what,
this
sorry?
little thing on the side here.
When do you have them?
You can flick it.
I had it a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay. So it was
2,
before we met.
3 years. Yeah.
Nice.
It was a couple. No, it was a couple months before we met, because I remember not seeing well at that time still.
There
Because
was a
you
time
actually see worse for a couple days.
in my
Right.
life when I couldn't see well.
You can't
Um,
read, huh?
You can, but it's kind of you see worse if in normal light because you just had laser shone in your eye.
Yeah.
Um,
Not a minor thing, kids.
and
Just a
so
laser
for a
cutting
couple
your eye.
days, for a couple of weeks, you kind of see slightly worse unless you wear sunglasses all the time.
Now I have a question. Like, I know they tell you to just not move the eye and look at some like light in the middle, like red light or whatever. But if you do move the eye, does sort of like a computer just stop cutting, or
You're
can
under
accidents actually happen?
anesthesia, so you can't
No.
feel.
Actually, no, you're not.
Now only
You're
in only in the US they will put you to sleep for like tying your shoes.
No, you're
in the
not.
rest-
You're not asleep. They have to give you anesthesia.
Oh, but you
to
can
numb.
look the eye.
You're awake,
Outlaw, go see a doctor.
but you just can't
You're
feel.
awake. But
They have
they,
your.
it's local anesthesia, right?
Yeah.
So they kind of numb
You're like
everything
this.
around here.
Yeah.
With the clamps
But you
on
can
your
still
eyes.
move it.
No, they tell you to look straight into the little hole thingy
Yeah.
that the laser comes out, and then they numb it so that it doesn't move.
Oh, so
And
you
just
can't
stays there.
actually move the eye?
No.
Oh.
And then they put these
It's the most-
clamps on your eyelids, and your eyes are like. Ah.
The thing is, they still see. You still see everything,
Yeah,
and you can
can't
see
it.
the-
You can stop seeing.
and you can't stop. And there's a laser coming
following.
into your eye, and you're just like, I just want to blink. And
Yeah.
then she's like, do you need to blink? And I'm like, yes, I fucking need to blink. I've needed to blink for the last half an hour. And she's like, well, you'll just have to wait a little bit longer, and then we'll put some eye drops in there. I'm like, my eye is gonna dry out, you bitch. Just do it now.
It's like,
can't
it's like, do you need to blink?
It's-
Oh, well, fucking too bad. You can't blink.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, man. Going
It's
through
really
that.
good though, because you can really see well afterwards,
Ooh.
and you don't have to wear
I hurt my
glasses
eyes
ever.
doing that. Yeah, you can't be asleep, Pablo, or yeah, they won't be able to tell if they fucked your eye up or not.
So you're awake, and they keep asking you, can you see? Can you see? Can you see? And they immediately ask you immediately after they turn off the laser, so your eye is still a bit adjusting, and they're like, wait, yes, and then immediately turns it back on, and you're like, oh fuck.
Wait, how does it work? No, I can't see anymore. Well, then I'm not spending more time on this eye. What do they ask you then?
Well, they ask you if you can see, and if you can still see I mean, you can't see properly because they've done some work, but they ask you if you can see colors, and if you can at least figure out depth perception,
It's so they know if
they
they
give you a
fucked
bunch
up and cut
kind
the
of-
wrong part
It's
of
just
your
so-
eye.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they continue working afterwards.
yeah,
So, like, what if I say no?
then they will stop and
Oh.
put you through tests to figure out what the fuck they fucked up.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
like they're lasering
Oh, man.
they're
Oh,
lasering
no.
stuff out of your eye so that it goes so that it forms the proper shape, which allows
Yeah.
because when you can't see, like when you're nearsighted or farsighted, the image goes into your eye at the wrong like depth. So that's why you
Yeah.
can't see like far or near because it's too far back or it's too close. So they laser that shit so that it removes or whatever, and then it fixes and your eye goes into the right
Yeah.
shape.
They fix the lens, right?
Yeah.
They work on the lens now.
Well, I'd still be freaked out. I'd be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this laser is in my eye. Oh my god, oh my
Oh,
god.
don't get me wrong. I was freaking out like there's no tomorrow. but-
We're really not fixing your eyes. We're
Oh man. Oh,
But- But in the end, it's probably the best decision I've made.
right.
Because
Pablo
when
doesn't
you
even need LASIK.
when you have eyes that you're either finding your fucking glasses, which always seem to go missing as soon as you take them off your head, or you're constantly fucking around with contacts. And I used to wear contacts because it was easier, and I didn't like how I looked with glasses. And at the end it was like, fuck it, I'm getting LASIK, and I couldn't be happier.
My glasses have formed to be part of my face now that I've worn.
Also, you know how fucking awesome it is that for 2 weeks you walk around with sunglasses on all the time?
Oh, you look cool.
By the way,
You know how fucking badass you feel when you're wearing glasses and you walk into a store wearing those glasses just going,
I'm gonna buy this, but I'm disappointed at you.
yeah. You can give people looks you would never give them without wearing glasses. You can literally look at people and go, "Ew." and pull your eyes all the time in every conversation. And then the problem, because when you take them off and you're still doing it for a bit, you're like, oh shit. And you're constantly doing this shit.
thanks for following, Mo Press.
Yeah, thank you. Follow. You find guys with glasses hot? Yeah, I know. I do too sometimes.
Moni, what are you
Oh, no.
capsing? Hey, who said stop it? I was old and wrinkly.
Who said I was
Moni,
old
I
and wrinkly?
said when you become old and wrinkly, then maybe you can have LASIK, as in your eyes will have stopped, changing.
Oh, changing. Yeah.
You can't get LASIK
Yeah,
if
because-
your eyes keep degrading.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, they'll have to do
Actually,
it
no,
again.
you can. Like, it holds for about 10 years, and then you have to have it again.
Well, no, I'm saying like you have to have your prescription has to remain the same
Yeah, for a while.
for like
Yeah.
a long time, or else you get LASIK and then 2 years later your eyes
it's
are
pointless.
worse and you have to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have LASIK every 10 years.
I'm a guy with glasses, Moni. 2 behind.
She's a real boy!
now.
Jinx! You both owe me a candy bar.
Okay, here it is. I'll leave it on this table. Come pick it up.
Yeah, let me pick it up off your table.
How does that work? Holy I thought it was candy.
I remember when Pablo pretended to snuff the dust up off his desk during a podcast.
Oh, if
It
did,
has to stay stable
it
for
died.
3 years. Yeah, it has to keep stable for 3 years.
Damn it, Moni.
Dun, 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 dun,
You're so
dun, dun.
mean. Just want to be a real boy. I just don't know what I did to
Real
my
boy
face
now.
here. It's been 50 minutes.
Yes.
Really?
You had to go?
See, what I wanted to do was go to this place and see how much money they were offering for this job they're hiring for,
Oh, interesting.
and then attempt to be like, yeah, I used to work here. You should just hire me.
Oh, What bank?
Yeah.
Oh, where do you leave?
Where do I... What?
Why did you leave?
Oh, my manager wouldn't let me go to college.
Oh,
Cunt.
So I had... Right? So I had to... I was like, well, guess I have to quit and find a different job. Bitch.
okay.
And it was very,
Bitch.
very ass backwards because she was Asian, and I thought Asians like supported education. Apparently, she doesn't.
Apparently, it was a capitalist Asian.
It was. She's a
Like,
Korean.
no, you work.
She's
You better not
secretly from North Korea. But yeah, so
Cunt.
I mean, I really didn't like working there for that. Well, I mean, our managers became really stupid after a while. We had 2 really stupid managers, and it was really not fun to work there. But this is
Where
a
the
different.
fuck is my SS army?
This is a different.
Sorry.
One. I don't know where your army is.
Never mind.
Check in your pants. No.
Giggity.
There's only a party there.
All right.
I guess. I mean, I've worked. Yeah.
I lost my SS army. This is not good.
They died.
I have to go oppress peoples.
Press them with s'mores.
Oppress them with s'mores. How
They
do I
will
oppress people with s'mores?
love
That'd be
you.
interesting, right? In this supposed game we were talking about,
They'll love
you could
you
force
more.
people to eat s'mores,
They'll love you more for s'mores.
and you'll be the s'more country.
Be like, oh, today all I can feed you are s'mores.
Damn it!
No.
I gotta make that game.
Call it Smoravia.
S'more. I gotta make that game. I gotta
Smoravia.
make a game on which you set the rules for a country. But it
But
has to be
see-
cheap to make because I don't have money, I don't have budget, I
You
don't have
could
time.
do
See,
it
but
like
isn't
that.
that basically diplomacy?
But
Right?
yeah, but then you wouldn't have unless you actually program out physical actions and representations of every
Well-
single possible.
No, the important thing is that
I wanna
the
see-
AI for the citizens is smart enough so they can react properly to all your decisions. So you can go, there's only one kind of food here, s'mores. People will probably die,
I
but
want to see them eating the s'mores to death. I want to see
Yeah.
the s'more in their mouth, rendered properly. And
wait,
I
what?
want
They won't die eating s'mores. They'll die just
They have s'mores are
Starvation.
made
Eating s'mores.
of. They won't
starvation
starve.
or diabetes, but
Yeah, they won't starve. You're eating graham crackers, marshmallows, and chocolate. You're not gonna starve. You might get diabetes.
I might starve from you making me hungry.
yes.
I love s'mores. Oh my god, they're so tasty. But the chocolate gets like all over my face when I eat them, so it's kind of like
Giggity?
I gotta be like,
I was just thinking that.
And I just lick
Oh
myself.
yeah, that is so
It's like,
interesting.
Is that a giggity thing or isn't it? Or
Is it a giggity moment?
Not for Jan, unless it was a dude whose face was covered in chocolate.
oh, I'd rather see something else.
Yeah,
going on.
that the ball was just waiting there to be hit.
The wiener?
Oh yeah,
John
the
would like.
balls would wait.
I don't know if they would like that though. The chocolate would have to be pretty hot to be melty.
No. You can use
Chocolate
the
paint?
you know the
Chocolate paint?
no the, you know the chocolate sauce thingy you put on
Oh.
ice cream.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Topping.
Or you could get. They have chocolate body paint.
I guess and and a cherry and then on the top.
Ew, I don't like cherries. I mean, I kind of do, but I kind of don't.
I mean, I'll take away their cherry, but or I'll
FYI,
pop their cherry.
if
but,
you eat too many cherries, it makes you have to poop. Just so you know.
Apparently, Moni is an expert in this. He says you can use tempered chocolate on the balls. It works really fine.
What if they have
Oh,
hairy
shit, I
balls
didn't read
though?
that part.
Do they have to shave like before and like thoroughly clean them so there's no hair particles left to
You
get
have the
stuck in the
explicit-
chocolate?
I will not go near balls if they're too hairy.
Yeah, I don't think
Like, I'm sorry, but I don't need to lick a Furby.
it'd be like a cat going like hairball.
Exactly. and be like a cat. Yeah.
Too curly.
Oh, Moni was a curious boy. Did you put the
You'd
chocolate?
be surprised at how many times that happens when you're a gay man. You're like, dude, have you never heard of a razor?
God bless boobies.
I don't like to cut my balls, so no. You'd be like, I'll use little scissors and snip it up for you. I'll manscape that shit into a tree, into a fucking rhinoceros.
That's
whatever you
Look,
want.
I made a rabbit.
That's probably worse, honestly.
Here, I've trimmed. It's a manscaped ball. It's a ball spot. It's the moon. Smooth. Oh wait, no, the moon's full of craters. No. So on Facebook, I saw a video of a caterpillar that looked like a wiener.
Yeah.
Apparently, Moni doesn't care about hairy balls. Just doesn't like bad hygiene. Well, I kind of care about hairy balls.
They've got to wash those hairy balls thoroughly, each strand of hair. No, I mean, if you get hair in your mouth, it's just gross. And then when it comes out, or like you find it later, or it's just like, no, they're not meant to eat pubes. Pubes are not meant to be eaten.
No, the worst smell is if a guy doesn't wash. And he tells you to go down, and you're like, no. No.
Pablo, do you know what that tastes like? Or are you tasting that pube in your mouth?
I just have like a reaction on my mouth.
Gentlemen, tip
Well, that is all for this week on the
111.
SimNation
Make sure you
Podcast.
thoroughly wash your balls. And have a good day.
And have a good day.
Don't go near a smelly... I would not think that was proper. Don't have... No.
You don't want to go near a smelly penis.
Why is it smelly? And then you just think about it. You just ponder. Why is it smelly? Did he do this? Was it this? Could it be this?
Could have been just time.
Pondering.
No, there's no excuse. If you want me to blow you, you will fucking put in an effort and wash.
Yes. So thanks for watching today. I'm
I hope
sad.
you learned something valuable.
But you know what though?
Thank
If you
Even
want Jan to give you a blowjob, you will wash.
even if I did have Fallout today, I'm pretty sure there's like 1 billion people who are streaming it, and like they wouldn't come watch me.
Oh.
Aw, no, they actually probably would.
Oh, but I don't have a camera though, so
Yeah.
they won't even. They'll only hear my voice, not my face. I'd be like, ah! You can hear me going, ah! And they're like, oh shit.
I would love to hear you go, ah.
Damn. Well, that is all for this week on the SimNation Podcast. Thank you for supporting the conversations and being part of this, and not spitting too many hairs out of your mouth.
Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed our
yes.
public service announcement.
And we appreciate
Well,
you washing.
Oh yeah. Anyways, more on us on Twitter, SimNation.tv. No, that's the website. Twitter, SimNation TV. Everything else is SimNation TV. Thank you everybody for watching. You can see the recap on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.
Wave. Wait. Yes. Wave. Bye. Pablo, I said fucking wave.